Hi, Fraser Malcolm, head professional, North Berwick East Links, Glen Golf Club. Just another add-on video to the one I did on grip. There's a few little details that I wanted to talk about that were probably too much information for the one video, so I just wanted to go through some of the little more intricate details of grip now, and that'll allow me to sleep at night. Okay, so the main things I'm looking at and thinking about is to do with tension and also putting the grip on in the first place. So a lot of people who change their grip have a really tight grip, and it's difficult for them to go from how tight they're holding it to how tight I want them to hold it. You should be holding it as soft as you can without anybody being able to take it out of your hands. The top tour pros are holding it really softly. When you're swinging a golf club, you're almost just guiding it through. You're just throwing it. But like when you throw a ball, you don't have tension in your hand. You're maybe not aware of it, but you don't have any tension. You're not gripping that ball tightly and trying to throw it. It's soft when you throw it. So tension needs to be all the way down your arms as well. It's got to be soft all the way up here. I've felt people with really tight arms all the way down here, and it's so difficult to get that tension out. The hands really just have to be hanging down naturally and soft. But the one place where you can feel a tiny little bit of tension if you're struggling to go from this really tight grip to a soft grip is the top three fingers. If you grip it right in the fingers, so not in the palm of the hand, these three, you should be able to stand there and hold that all day long. The three there wedged in against the bottom of your glove there, that can hold it all day long. And these three are the main ones that do anything in the grip. If you're actually to hold them tightly, which I wouldn't recommend, but still be quite soft, but you can feel a little bit of tension in there. If you're to hold them tightly, you still get the important wrist hinge that you need for speed and for the face to square and everything else. So the top three, you're allowed a little bit of tension in there, but again, I would still work towards having it very soft. These two are doing virtually nothing. And then on the right hand, it's the middle two that have that same roll where they are the ones that have the main tension. I would say it's less noticeable than the top three in the left hand, but the middle two could also just hold it as long as you wanted. So when you've got that on, you can feel that the top three and the middle two are the main key components of any pressure. But as I say, overall it should be really soft. The other thing I wanted to say was, when I get people that come for lessons and they've maybe had lessons before, I see them trying to get the grip right, and it's good that they are trying to get it right, and they're obviously being told to lay it here and make sure it's in the bottom of the fingers, and that's all correct information. And then they turn it over like that, and that to me there's too weak. I still can't see any knuckles on that hand, and I see that a lot with people trying to get the grip right, is that they put it under there and their hand's underneath and turned away this way, facing up. And then when they close it over, the hand never comes over enough. You should see one, maybe two knuckles on that left hand to get it right. It's not in the natural hanging position. It's too this way. It should be in more. So what I say to people is, you need to know that it's in the fingers to start with, but when you put it on, don't do it from this position. Just feel for the fingers. You can feel them, no problem. But what you should do is get this bit right. So this crease line here, squeeze that in, get it in the right position so you can look down and you can see one, two knuckles maybe, and then just open it a little bit, keep the thumb pointed out, put the thumb on where it needs to be, which is slightly on the right hand side of the top of the grip, and then just feel for the fingers, just keeping the thumb in that position and keeping the knuckles that you can see them. And then it always gets up on top. It's never fighting around here to get over enough. And then the same with this one, you can bring this one down and try and get that little crease line lined up to your right shoulder and just feel for it. You don't need to go in under here, or that one will be too far under and this one will be too far over, and you have a grip like that. And you've tried desperately to get it in the fingers, and you kind of are in the fingers, but your hands aren't over enough, they're not enough in the right position. So it needs to be that you just see it from the top. You just go bring down, feel for the fingers, that one, down, feel for the fingers, and you've done it. So that's the two kind of missing bits that I wanted to put in about grip. And the other thing I want to show you quickly, because it was missing on the first video, was just to show you clearly that what difference the face angle, what happens to the face when you have a bad grip on. So we're talking about the natural hanging position being the correct grip, where the hands just hang down naturally, palms in towards each other. Whether you like it or not, during the swing they rotate through that natural hanging position in the middle of your body. So it makes sense that if the face is looking at the target and you've got your hands on in the natural hanging position, they're going to return to that natural hanging position in the middle of your body, and the face will be looking at the target. Everything works. But if you start with the face looking at the target but a wrong grip, so you have the hands too far over, it may start off looking at the target and you think everything's rosy, but by the time you come back to the natural hanging position, which is there, that face is massively closed. So you take it away, but it's all happening at speed and you don't realise it, but that's happening. So you've got to then make compromises in your swing and swing a way out or something, or aim miles right to begin with. And it's a self-perpetuating mistake, and it never goes away. So the other side is too far over this way. Starts looking at the target and you think everything's fine. By the time you come back, that's the natural hanging position, and it's away right. So you go back here, all the best intentions, and the club wants to come back like that. So again, you're fighting it. You've got to try and swing that way to try and cut it and slice it back. So it's really important what you do with the grip. Tension's important, the little details. It can take up what seems like a lot of time, but before I move on to anything else, even to do with chipping or anything else, this all needs to be right. The aiming part needs to be right, which I did a video on, and then the grip needs to be right, including position and tension, not just position. I'll leave it there, and that's enough to be going on with. See you next time. Cheers.